Good morning, viewers, and welcome to today's edition of Now Streaming Show, reaching you live from the studios of the ACNNTV. I am Smart Simon, your uncle. Earth rejoices our words, breathing and peaceful steps. Let every breath, every word, and every step make the Mother Earth proud of us. Today is World Earth Day, and to do justice to the theme is Miss Sonia Somovie, founder of EcoSmart, a climate action initiative and special advisor on environment to Senator Ned Nwoko. Viewers, remember you can be part of the discussion by calling the number showing on your screen or send your comment via our social media handle, also showing on your screen right now. And I want to use this moment to welcome Miss Sonia Somovie to our show. Good morning. You're welcome.
Hello, good morning.
And it's a privilege to have you here today.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
I do not take it for granted.
Yeah. Earth Day reminds citizens of the world of the importance of environment, conservation, and sustainability, encouraging us to come together and take action for a healthier planet and brighter future. The day raises awareness and inspires change, fostering a deep connection with nature. Welcome to this discussion segment where we'll be discussing the theme for this year's World Earth Day, which says Planet versus Plastics. Still with me in the studio to do justice to some questions for discussion is Miss Sonia Somovie, founder of EcoSmart Climate Action Initiative and a special advisor on environment to Senator Ned Nwoko. Lady, you're welcome once again. So let's quickly look at few things that we're looking at. First, what can we say about the World Earth Day and its origins, really?
Okay, so this is like Christmas for us, environmentalists.
Yeah.
Right?
That is it.
Yeah, so I think it was kicked off in the year 1970 by Senator Gaylord Nelson, I believe, following a massive oil spill in California. Now, he was so enthusiastic about it, and he got, I think, Congressman Pete from the US to join him, and he got an activist, pushed for this thing, did a lot of campaigning, got people and religious organizations involved, and this special day was established. The beauty of this day is not just to mark it, is for sensitization, to inspire action, to inspire global collaboration or global unity, and for people to reawaken their passion for the environment. Because, like we often say, we only have one home, and that is Earth. Before you left home today, you swept your house. You are not staying with the trash you had the other day. You are laying your bed. So if we're all looking at what we can get, how we can live very quality, luxurious lives without thinking about our environment, then we're doing ourselves a great disservice. So this is what days like these are for, a reminder that it's our responsibility to take care of the environment and, in extension, preserving the earth. Because I'll live in 100 years. I'm not sure the both of us should be sitting here still. It won't be fair. Right? So this next generation,
but it won't be bad either.
It won't be bad if we're healthy, but who wants to be shaky and be a liability? So, but if we mess it up for the next generation, just like the previous generation has messed it up for us, somebody has to pick up the broom and clean house, right? So this is why today is special for us. Our founder did a very good one, and since April 22nd, 1970, Earth Day has gradually expanded from the UK, America, to all corners of the earth.
Okay, thank you so much. But it looks like the environmentalists have not done enough in letting us
Can we
know.
stop blaming us? Oh, letting you know. Okay. Yeah.
Letting us know about the World Earth Day.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that will shock you to say this is the first time I'm joining you to celebrate it.
Really?
I've not heard it before.
Okay. Yes. In Nigeria, right? Environmental advocacy is just now beginning to take a new turn. So I did a practice. We did an experiment in my organization during the week. We ran an ad for sign up for volunteers in one day, and we got 86 volunteers in one day. People are now seeing the news. The whole thing is beginning to push on social media. Thank God for data, for this age of data, where you can get information about several topics, whether you are elite or ignorant about the topic. So people are beginning to warm up to the idea of climate change. Funny enough, this is the one time that in Nigeria we've got a high amount of interest because of the heat in this year. But why is everywhere so hot?
Just so much.
Terrible.
All right. So quickly. So what can you say about the theme for this year's celebration? Do you think the theme has come at the right time? Planet versus plastic.
As a kid, I saw the cartoon Cyborg, and in my head, then I felt like a day was going to come where humans are going to be half machine. We're going to be fighting with metal. I never thought a day would come where humans will be fighting with plastic for survival. It's terrible. If you know the data, the amount of plastics in our oceans, especially in our oceans. Then in Nigeria, everywhere is now becoming landfill. Every junction has a small pile of nylon. Because when we say plastic, people are thinking only of plastic water bottles or stuff. No, even nylon. Some of our clothes products are made from plastics. And every junction now has like pits of, small landfill here, small landfill there. Any house that's not built early, they use their land as a dump. So I think this topic is coming at the right time. I saw an advert of why we needed plastic they did in the early 60s. I was shocked at how well they marketed this thing. It's needed, saves your food, you can use it again and again. They were showing how you can arrange your stuff in the house. It was very good, like in a pantry. But I'm not sure they had the insight on how far this thing can go. My mom is here. She used to have a factory nylon. Ask her. She had a hard time with me when she had the nylon factory, my bad. I said that I'm not supporting. In fact, if I become Minister of Environment or Commissioner, this is the first thing I'm taking out. This was this was like 12, 15 years ago. I will go to the shop. She said, if you don't, we'll pocket money for you. I will grumble and complain. So she's there. She's smiling about it because this is true. And I told her then, this thing is not going to degrade. Worst case, it's going to break into smaller particles all the way. And now you buy a fish and when you're washing your fish, you see plastic in the stomach. Last year, there was a recent finding that a fetus had plastic with them in the placenta. It's terrible.
Wow.
It's terrible. It's terrible how much plastic has. So for me personally, I feel there's an urgent need to ban completely single-use plastic. Because what's the use creating something that cannot be used over and over again and it's not biodegradable? If we want to have buckets, big containers, whatever, we understand that. See, those are our mother's business now. They are still existing to today. Because those are the real recyclable, reusable materials. But something like a plastic straw or a plastic spoon you use just once and dispose, it's terrible.
All right. So now that you know that these plastics are the cheapest in the country, that's why people can afford to be able to use it. If it is banned, what do we do? Then secondly, I want
single-use plastic, not all plastic.
Okay. Now, I want to pick you up on this. Don't you think, now that you are the special advisor on environment to the Senator of the Federal Republic, don't you think there should be a bill? The bill that will say, okay, we have to create an alternative bag that is not plastic for people to use. In all our supermarket, markets everywhere, instead of plastic bag, we use an alternative bag that the moment it comes in contact with water, it can, after some time, dissolve and melt. I'm sure that this kind of thing is used in the United States, you go to supermarket, you buy things, it's brown, you buy your groceries inside,
Paper
and,
bags.
you know, paper bag. I think that should be the kind of thing that should happen. Are you doing something on this so that something can come up?
So I rightly said earlier, we can't depend on the government for everything.
Okay.
If I was to have a personal business, which there are people who have invented these things, some of them buy them use them in Nigeria and outside of here, right? These are innovative businesses that people should look to go into. However, I don't want to spill the details of this tea, but they're working on it. There are bills, for you to create a new bill, you have to review something similar before, look for the loopholes and either amend that one, or if there is need, come up with a new one. We're working on it. But did you know that is more expensive than nylons?
It's more expensive.
So yes, so in countries what they do is you pay for it.
It will preserve the environment.
Yes, countries what they do, you pay for it. Currently here, people are carrying fancy Ankara bags. When I go to ShopRite sometimes, there's this lady on Dread, she laughs at me like, you don't come with this your bag. I have this big sack bag. It's really cute. So you buy, there's no need wrapping everything in nylon, just put them in there, go home, take care of your produce and use them, right? But I think primarily, more urgently, what should be reviewed is the use of nylon. If there is if there is low demand for it, it will fizzle out naturally, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
Then companies like ShopRite or those supermarkets that give you stacks and stacks of nylon for buying something of 200, 250, 3,000, they should be taxed for it. Companies that use nylons for their branding should be taxed for it. However, this can be controversial because people are not tilting to paper without recycling them. So there is heavy deforestation. So there has to be a balance for us.
Oh yeah.
That is why I'm saying plastics may not be able to go out, fizzle out completely. For example, there's styrofoam for food. The demand is crazy, and there is no coordination in disposal. So that is a problem. Okay, kudos to the Lagos State government. The commissioner is doing excellently well.
In fact, I was going to take you on that. So, what is your take on the ban?
Okay, I'll just answer it with this.
So you answer that.
So the government is doing very well.
Do you think other states should also emulate Lagos?
Yes. Have you seen? Did you see the quantity of styrofoam that came out from their gutters? Now, and styrofoam.
Even the one they went to shops to go and seize.
Yes, if you're said now the government has said
that is also bringing fire outbreaks.
Yes,
the moment you come in encounter with
people microwave them. People put them in their microwave and microwave their foods in them. It's
some chemicals will come from.
Everything is chemical. Your whole food has become chemical.
Seriously.
Right. So I really wish people would emulate them. But what I'm saying is things like that may not work as food, but they may work as packaging materials for electronics and breakable items. Yeah. Now those items should be taxed extra. Like nylon or plastic tax should be put there on those products because it's necessary for their packaging, right? But it's not so, and then they have to look for a way to recover it back, because we can make diesel like alternative stuff from those, right? So that's what I'm saying. It can't go off completely. We need buckets to bait. Everybody cannot all use metal buckets. We need stuff to store things in our pantries. But those are things that when they're in your house, they're there 3, 4, 5 years. But when you want to dispose them, give them off to people. Come to buy them from our houses. There are people that pick nylon, plastic. So you give those off to people who use them as raw materials.
Okay. So viewers would love to hear from you. Please, you can call in. We have an expert in the studio who can answer your questions.
Be nice.
So please call in. Quickly, are there any policies already in place to manage or regulate plastic production, use and disposal in Nigeria? And if that is none, what are you doing?
Yeah, see my hand. I've been writing. I've been writing a lot. It came up, but there was no conclusion. It's not been passed yet as a bill. And I can assure you that really soon it's going back on the floor of the house. Again, this is not mine to spill. Don't get me in trouble. Don't get me in trouble. But I can guarantee you that these topics are beginning to hit the floor of the house. However, as Nigerians, when these bills are made, we complain. We want development and comfort at the same time. We don't want to let things go, right? So I feel that we've gotten to a point where we should work closely with the government when they say something, especially with regards to the environment. By all means, let's. Growing up, you know how we used to buy food. The way You take your plates to the restaurant.
Of course.
If you want to buy cold water, they even had those people that had that tap with ice inside. This is not feasible anymore at the moment. But by all means, you can take your flask to the restaurant. Do you understand? You can have your own water bottle. You can use that for 2-3 years. Imagine the numbers of what's it called now?
Sachet water.
Sachet water. You would the numbers of sachet, the pack that you would have avoided or just stayed away from. If you had a reusable bottle, you can use for 2-3 years. I have this massive one, 2.5 liters.
I think the issue of sachet water is coming because it's cheap for people can afford.
Then these companies should look for a way to roll back their trash. Or again, like I said, there is a lot of sectors in recycling, in environment. There's a lot of business opportunities. At this point, I don't even mind consulting for some people who are serious for free. Really, there are opportunities coming up. Put your finances there. Put your finances there. You know you can make tiles. What's it called now? Yeah, interlocking tiles from water sachets.
So by the time you gather them together,
and these things, they buy them. So when you drink from your house,
biogas, I guess.
Yes, you can make biogas. You can get it from there. You can get an alternative to diesel.
Some other countries also gather all this trash and turn them into energy.
So I think this is unpaid. I don't even know them, but I'm excited about EcoBata in Abuja here. They buy these things. So call them. They come to your house. Take all your nylon trash. And they give you, I don't know what they give. They give you a voucher or something that you can use to claim electricity. I don't know.
So as long as you gather them, and then they
call them, they come pick it up.
Pick it up. So these are the kind of incentive.
Yeah, these are the kind of incentives. It may not be so much in Ireland. I think you get some change here and there for putting, depending on the number.
So our viewers will be interested to know the name of the company you just mentioned now.
Yeah, EcoBata. They have to come and pay me for this. I don't know you people. I'm doing publicity, but I love the initiative. For me, sustainability and sustainable businesses are my thing. Yes.
All right. So what is your boss, the senator, Ned Nwoko, in collaboration with his colleague, doing in the floor of the house regarding the plastic waste? I know you say very soon, but can you tell us a little bit about what they may be doing? If they are not doing anything, when you get back, ensure that something is being done.
No, I can tell you,
because I'm going to be disturbing you.
No wahala. You worst case scenario, you come to the office and come and collect by yourself. But I can assure you that both the vice committee chairman on environment, Senator Ned, and the committee chairman, Senator Yunus, are working really hard on this. It's an eyesore, the amount of plastics we have in our environment, and I can guarantee you that there's been active policy review. There is possible amendment going on, and it's going to hit the floor of the house.
Okay, I will be glad to hear that soon. So quickly, you tell us about your organization, EcoSmart.
Yeah.
You are using my name as part of
the
Mr.
name
of your organization.
You see, because it's special.
You're going to pay me for using Smart. All right, so tell us about EcoSmart.
EcoSmart is a climate change advocacy initiative, and climate change is really broad. And one of the challenges we have observed and we have decided to create a solution for is that the terms of communicating the needs for, fixing the environment internationally is not relatable to Nigerians. And that is why, like I said, you rightly said earlier, an average Nigerian before now didn't know that climate change was a problem, Earth Day, World Environment Day, and stuff like that. So we have decided to deliver the message in a very simple means. And then our solutions, our community-based projects, sensitization and awareness projects are tailored for the African space. We have not gone through the radical industrialization process the other developed countries have gone through. However, everybody will feel this. Everybody will feel the change, regardless of whether you cost it or not. Africa is still very much veggie land. We have a good numbers of trees. We have arable lands, and we are pushing so hard in EcoSmart to restore the environment, or within Africa especially, back to its original state. And to educate people that you can live in the environment without influencing it negatively. When you're planting, take what you want to eat. Even if you are doing it for industrialization, do it with the consciousness that one day someone else is going to be in this space and it should be safe for them to live. over the years, we have had, we started since 2020. We have done 10 community projects. We cleaned up Jabi Lake once. Oh, you needed to see the plastic. We got the plastics we got from there. It was terrible. We did that. We've planted trees. And when Pape had the landslide, we planted trees along.
Landslide or earth tremor?
Earth tremor. Oops, sorry, please. The earth tremor. We planted trees along a possible slide area to avoid, because trees are like what binds the earth together, whether we like it or not. So we also did some beautification projects in their schools. We've gone to communities and IDP camps, cleaned theirs, educated them on the importance of sanitation, on their health and wellness, mental health also. We've been able to account for over 20,000 plus beneficiaries in the last 3 years, and moving forward we're kicking off a 50,000 tree planting campaign. And we have a lot on our plate, but basically for us we're tailoring the climate change need to fit into Africa. Right? And like I said, complete eradication of fossil fuel at the moment, we know, we have agreed within ourselves that it's not possible at the moment. But how do we work around it? How do we reduce the dependency? Those are the campaigns, and education projects we are carrying on, including our soon to begin Young Champions massive awareness campaign, where we're speaking to young kids and students in schools about the need to be eco-conscious, and we teach them why they have to do it, because they are the ones to inherit the earth now.
You are doing a very good job, but there is still more to be done.
Yeah, that's why we have
more
you
to be done. So
you are the smart in the eco.
We invite you more to churches, to our gatherings.
Please,
so
by all
you
means.
can do more. You need to create more awareness.
We have the numbers.
So,
we can.
So quickly, you will have to enlighten us about the business of recycling. We buy a lot of products from the markets, and there is recycling idea there, but people don't take it serious. Okay, so that you will do briefly. How will you help people to have the consciousness of recycling, the issue of retrieving waste papers and all that? And then I will take that as your last word on the show.
Thank you. Okay, so if you're looking to start a business, I think look towards sustainability, energy generation. That's your recycling energy from sun to electricity, that's solar. We're looking at plastic conversion and exportation. Now, there are countries that have banned plastic production, so they depend on us who still produce to get raw materials to be able to blow their film to make whatever products they need to make. So there is high demand on plastic for exportation. That is something we should be looking at. Now, the benefit of exporting plastic in Nigeria means that we're retrieving from the environment. Because definitely I'm not going to buy I'm not going to buy, blow it and then sell, right? So I'm picking already existing or trashed nylons and plastic bottles, PET bottles, to clean them up. Or sometimes you don't even need to clean. There are companies that buy it dirty like that. So in case you are thinking those people that are picking trash in your street are poor, they could just get money past you. I'm telling you, And yesterday I went somewhere in Dakibu and I was shocked to see this massive plastic place. I was so excited. I called my friend. I said, we have to go talk to them. Let's know what's going on. What is their long-term game? Are they open to people supplying them more? Because if we can retrieve from the environment and send, either we're exporting or using them, recycling them into new products, it's great. That there's one bucket they used to hit ground, one black this thing. It's a made in Nigeria product. It's from recycled plastic. You say that thing does not destroy. You will hit it 100 times and it's still there, right?
Okay.
So I think people should start looking into having businesses, even if not as a recycler, as a manufacturer. You can collect. You can be the middleman between a finished product manufacturer and users.
All right, thank you so much, Miss Sonia Somovie. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And for coming to the show. Viewers, this is where we call it a day on today's program. And thank you for staying tuned. And to our guest, once again, thank you so much for gracing our invitation. One planet, one chance. Let's cut all out the plastics. Make every day the earth say no to single-use plastic. Every piece of plastic avoided is a step towards a healthier earth. Happy World Earth Day to you and all. Till we meet again, same time, same station tomorrow. Stay blessed and bye. I'm Smart Simon.